Well, just about everything in our world has been affected by the COVID-19 pandemic, including, of course, live theater. But local theater groups are finding a way to soldier on, putting on great entertainment, especially as we head towards the holiday season, and of course, doing it in a safe way. Very happy today to be joined by the actor John Huston from Toronto. He joins us today from Winnipeg. John, you're getting ready to once again bring your amazing Christmas Carol presentation to Saskatoon with shows coming up at the Refinery. Before we talk about that specifically, maybe just from the actor's perspective, what has this year been like for you, trying to be a working actor during a pandemic situation?
Well, um, not very easy. I'm pretty confident I can speak for most actors in this country when I say there just hasn't been any work. Um, the I last was on stage in January in Winnipeg at the Masters Playwright Festival, presenting Shylock, a play by Mark Laren Young, as part of that festival. And then in the spring and summer, I did four shows with TSMGO, The Show Must Go Online. And that was theater done through Zoom. And until you've tried to do a sword fight or a love scene, or any other number of other oddball things one must do in Shakespeare, just doing a scene, period, the end, with someone on another continent in another time zone, it's very interesting. It was
I
very,
can imagine. Yeah,
yeah,
that's got to be a real challenge. But I know that's something that actors, in some ways, like to deal with, overcoming
yeah.
these challenges. And certainly, there can be a lot when you work in the theater. This show that you have coming up, coming back to Saskatoon, you've been here several times over the past quarter century or so. A Christmas Carol, a one-man show presentation for folks who haven't seen this show. Give us an idea. What can they expect from the performance?
Sure. Well, this is the author's cut of the show. This is the script that Dickens prepared himself from his own book, and he prepared. He tells the story, and I tell the story as Dickens, and then I play the characters as they come up, and I do that with different voices and faces, and how I hold my arm and how I move and whatnot. So this is all done, as I say, just as Dickens used to do it.
Well, I know audiences in Saskatoon will be itching to see it. A, because it's incredibly popular, but B, because, like you say, there's the opportunities for live theater have been few and far between. There are a couple of options, though, if people aren't entirely comfortable necessarily with going to the theater, going to the Refinery. There's also an online option where people can
Yes,
watch the live stream.
that's right. Yes, I'll be live streaming. First time I've ever live streamed a show. I'll be live streaming on December the 4th at 7:30. So I'm very happy about that. I like doing the show with a live audience present because that really does make a difference. So yeah, so that's December the 4th, just the one night from the Refinery, and then I am doing a second live stream on Christmas Eve out of Aeolian Hall in London, Ontario. So yeah, so I'm very excited about that. You know, you have to adapt as circumstances change. And I mean, Shakespeare wrote his plays during the plague, and they toured. So really, we have it a lot easier now, I think.
And for those live shows themselves at the Refinery, can you give us the details on that? If people are
Yes.
wanting to get out and take it in, how can they get involved in that evening's production?
Oh, well, you can call the Refinery or go to ontheboards.ca. Sales have been going quite well, which is very gratifying, both for the live stream and for the live performances. Although I think we are selling more for the live stream. I think not under, I think quite understandably.
Sure.
If nothing else, it's nice to be able to stay at home and in your pajamas or whatever you're wearing with friends and family and just and be able to watch the show that way. um So, but yes, it is socially distanced at the refinery. The space holds 100 people normally, a little more than 100. I think we're selling 30 seats, and a third of those seats will be pay what you can. Just as Dickens was a firm believer in this story needs to be accessible to everybody, I feel the same way.
Well, fantastic. I couldn't recommend it more highly. I highly enjoyed it when I was able to see it live and in person. And wow, if you're looking for a way to get a dose of live theater, get a dose of that holiday cheer, and just maybe even get out of the house for an evening, this punches all of those boxes, and you'll have a great time and a great venue there at the Refinery on Dufferin Avenue. John, thank you so much for chatting with us today.
My
Safe
pleasure.
travels to you and safe performances.
Thank you very much. As Scrooge would say, "Bah humbug." But yeah, thank you so much for doing this, and I hope you have a very safe and merry Christmas.
Thank you.